Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire Media One. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. Yes, I am cheaper and better than the BBC. That's what we get paid for. That's what we need to be. He's free. So what are we talking about today? So this is Mark's Sunday Talk, and we usually talk about something or significant. If you remember back to on Monday last week, talked about the history of CCTV. Now, yes, it raises a lot of questions. Is CCTV good or is it bad? And what I like to say is there's two sides of this story. Like, there's two sides of this coin. So, is CCTV bad or is it good? So there's two sides to it, and there's two sides to a coin. So the official act of having CCTV was for basically to keep our UK people, citizens, whatever you want to call them, safe, and also gathering information on like pickpocketing and things like that, crime, and that's what it started out to be. And things like that. It started in 1960. Some, just watching over and some traffic control and things like that. And that's what it was set out to do. So, as time moves on through the 70s, it got more and more. CCTV were getting a little bit more popular, and they were gathering the information and things like that. And then 1980s, where they put CCTV now is in all football stadiums, as we know. There's cameras, in every football stadium, which is a good thing because it cuts down on crime and things like that. But where CCTV really took off is when they brought it out to combat crime, if you will like, and they had cameras specially done what could talk to the operator could talk and say, well, you shouldn't be putting your rubbish there, or the police are on the way, blah blah blah, and they can hear you as well. CCTV in your towns around, some cameras can hear what you say as well, and that was the main goal. And even the police said it was a big help because it helps gather information on serious crime and terrorism and things like that. That's what we've been sold on. And we're still being sold on that story today, where yes, they are gathering information on crime, pickpocketing, things like that, crime, serious crime, and CCTV does help, but it also picks up other crime as well, like people being kicked to death or beaten up and things like that. And even on some streets, car crime can be prevented if you have a CCTV camera. On that side of things is all well and good, and yes, it is to protect our citizens all, but what the government also knew at this particular time, and they knew when it first came about, that they could spy on us. They could spy on us and things like that, and that's what they do, openly doing it as well. We've welcomed this in, so it is openly done. The other side to the coin is, with the introduction of facial recognition cameras and CCTV cameras being able to IMPNR, PNR, number plate NPR, number plate recognition and things like that. So they can find you through CCTV, which I'll tell you now, it's illegal. They can't do it. Sadiq Khan's found this out the hard way. And things like that. Now, facial recognition, well, okay. The argument for it is it will help them to catch people doing crime. If they're already on their crime database, as soon as they get that face recognised, it'll pop up with all the information they need. The slick side to that is we can gather information on everybody and put them in a system so they can sell our information to the highest bidder, most probably, and things like that. And also, a lot of people do state, and I've been accused of this myself. I am not a conspiracy theorist. I believe in real life. I believe in the facts, and the facts are, this is how I see them. This is my opinion. The facts are that CCTV camera, what's coming next, is to keep us in check. It is all in well and truly police state, and that's what's coming. As far as I'm concerned, these CCTV cameras have been in place a long time, so we can get used to them. But they are, how can I put it? They are our enemy, if you know what I mean, because it is, they will be used to control us. They, if we go out of our own city, they will fine us, and it's as simple as that. And that's getting ready for 15-minute cities. A lot of people say that won't happen. Well, they said 20-mile-an-hour speed limit won't happen in Wales, but it's happened. Sadiq Khan's already saying that he'll be introducing a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit in central London before end of year. There you go. I'm only saying what other people are thinking. So that is the facts of it. So yes, on one hand the CCTV is good, it helps us to keep us protected and things like that. But on the other hand, which is the government side of the things, they are spying on their own people, their own citizens. They don't trust us. It's as simple as that, and that's what it's all about. Trust. They don't trust us. We don't trust them. Who's going to trust the government who doesn't trust the citizens and things like that? And we haven't trusted our governments for years. I mean, before I was born and things like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, it goes back into history how untrustworthy governments have been. Yeah, you've only got to go back to the gunpowder plot and things like that. But that is the truth, and the truth of it is, the politicians right now are getting too big for the boots. They are trying to uprise against us, their own citizens, and to put them into a police state. It's all dressed up as 15-minute cities. You know what I mean? And what they say 15-minute cities is really about is that you're only 15 minutes away from what you need, which would be a complete lie, in my opinion. Because under that kind of thing, 15-minute cities, I've seen the rules. You've got to C40, Google C40 cities and that, and you can see all the rules. And the rules are, it's as simple as this: you will not be allowed to buy meat. If you want meat, it's laboratory done. It's grown in a lab, things like that. You can only buy 3 full items of clothing per year. So if I wanted a complete outfit, can only buy 3 of them a year, and that is coming. If it gets to that stage, which I think it will. I mean, also, there's a lot of fear mongering going on right now. I mean, we all know that Israel and Palestine's invaded Israel and things like that, and Sadiq Khan is, letting celebrations go ahead with, certain people and things like that, which is disgusting and that. But yes, the CCTV, it is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, in my opinion, especially if it's being used against us, and which it will be. It will always be used against us. Yes, we need a system like that to catch terrorists and thieves and things like that. Unfortunately, we live in a country where, we're not very trustworthy. And that, I mean, I'm not a thief. I'm a trustworthy person, but we do live in a type of country at this moment in time which is being driven to not trusting people and things like that. I have never trusted governments in my life, never ever, and which you would be stupid to do. You know what I mean? Just look at what the mess of this country is now through the Conservative government. They've been in power nearly 14 years. Look at the mess what they created. Look at the mess what a Labour government created under Tony Blair. You've only got to see the similarities and look what's happened to certain people, i.e. Russell Brand. You know what I mean? They tried to dish the dirt on him and come up smelling the wrong ones, aren't they? You know what I mean? Because he didn't do it and things like that. You know, it's the establishment, it is that, who's trying to get rid of Russell Brand because they think he's dangerous and things like that. This is what they try to do, is shut you down, which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But at the end of the day, you know, CCTV is here to stay. There's nothing we can do. They're on about introducing more cameras, as in on the roadside. A lot of people see it as is the roadside cameras, from what I can tell, and they are on the roadside, and they're pretty low down actually, to tell you to tell you the truth. But these other cameras are to make sure that you're doing the speed limit, what you're supposed to be doing. I.e., if you're going onto a motorway, you know, you're doing a minimum of speed of 50 mile an hour, maximum of 70. If you go over, then cameras will fine you and things like that. But there is also, I don't know if you know anything about this, I've done a little bit of research, and they're bringing out what they call an AI camera, artificial intelligence camera. Now that's going to be a game changer. In my opinion, it will be a game changer. How they gather the details and things like that. Because I think the whole system itself will be digital and laser measured and things like that. So this camera, you know, if it's put as a speed camera, the AI camera, well, it can tell you that you've been speeding 10 mile away and things like that. It's a game changer, and it really is. And but they're on about doing it with CCTV, AI CCTV. Yeah, I mean, does that mean that they don't need an operator, or does it just mean that the camera can, you know, control itself, or is it an hybrid? So you know, an hybrid AI won't be fully, you know, it won't be able to do anything without an operator basically, and things like that. But yeah, that's what they're on about doing, all these new AI cameras. I found an article online. Don't say much about it because there's not that much information. But it's an interesting one. I will be researching it and doing it as a future video. But, you know, someone did ask me, I mean, do you really trust your own government? You know, do you trust the establishment? I've never have, in my opinion. I don't even trust the police at this moment in time. How they've been massively controlled and things like that. I don't trust schools, how they've been massively controlled as well. You know, they're becoming what we would call state schools and things like that. You know, educating people what they don't need to know at a very young age, if you know what I mean, and things like that. I.e., sex education at zero age. Wrong. It's all wrong. You shouldn't be doing that at all. And, you know, do you really trust anything? Do you trust your own MP and things like that? No, I don't. But until there's a better system, we've got to roll with it and things like this. And more people will be doing videos like I'm doing now and dishing the dirt basically and saying, look, you know, they've got it wrong. But like I said, CCTV is here to stay. They're not going to get rid of it, no matter how much we protest. They're not going to get rid of ULEZ cameras, no matter how much damage or they taken down they do. They'll just be replaced and things like that. So at the end of the day, you know, we've got to learn to live with them, and that's what we've done. They've let us deliberately get used to them so they can introduce tighter measures and things like that. Don't forget, CCTV cameras will be taking a freedom away from you. You know, and it could be in a very short time of space as well, unless people begin to speak out and say enough is enough. We just don't vote for a Conservative government or a Labour government or even a Liberal Democrat government. We just put in a government which is an independent party i.e. Reform UK. So that's what we do, and that's what we need to do. But unfortunately, that may or may not happen. It should happen. It needs to happen, because the way political parties are acting right now in Parliament is disgusting. They're working against the people, not for the people. That's what they are for. We put them in power to do the job what we don't want to do. You know what I mean? So, hence, we've got politicians and things like that. But think of it this way: politicians are not trained to be politicians. There's no fancy doctorate to say, oh well, I'm fully qualified MP, because there isn't. It's common sense mainly how they should be governing, and what they're doing at the moment is not common sense. They're more or less protecting the rich and just letting the poor suffer, and that's what they're beginning to do, and hence the prices are shooting up all over the place with the cost of living crisis and things like that, and it's all bloody wrong, because they're putting the money, what they get from taxpayers, onto stuff like CCTV and more ways to rob money out of us, if you know what I mean, to make us pay and things like that, and to take our fundamental freedoms away as well, i.e. driving, cycling, motorbiking and things like that. You know what I mean? Even walking, you know what I mean? Eventually, when they can't tax anything else, they'll start taxing walking. They'll start charging you to use the pavement and things like that. This is how ridiculous this government and any other Labour government or even a Lib Dem government would be like. And if you want to know what a Labour government would be like, just cast your eyes to Wales. Look what they've done with Wales. This is a Labour government. What's in Wales at this moment in time? Look what Mark Drakeford has done. He's complete. He's put Wales in chaos completely. They don't know what they're doing, these people. They're completely stupid. You know what I mean? They don't have a clue. They don't step out of their own comfort zone. They don't care about people. None of these politicians who are in London care about people. They don't come to the real world. They live in this rich bubble, and they think everyone's the same, but we're not. You know what I mean? There is people suffering on our streets, i.e. the homeless. Government are not doing anything to do anything about it. They want people to join the armed forces or be the best in the world. But when they're done with you, your future is to be homeless on the street. That's disgusting. It really is. And this is what we should be talking about all the time. And not just now and again when it suits us. Yes, we have to talk about the things what makes us uncomfortable. And homelessness is just one of those. It's disgusting to what this government is doing. And it's completely wrong to what every local council's doing as well. Kicking them and keeping them down there. Not offering them anywhere to live whatsoever. It's disgusting. Completely is. And it's wrong. You know what I mean? With every moral fibre in me being, I will be bringing you videos, on a daily basis when the general election will happen. I'll be bringing you videos, hopefully, on the mayor election when Sadiq Khan loses the mayoral election. Unless he's rigged it to win, unless he's paid people off and rigged it. Because, let's face it, we all know the Conservatives and the Labour Party and the Lib Dems and the Green Party are all corrupt. Corruption is rife with our politicians and in society itself, which we can't change. We'll never change it unless we change the way we do politics and change the law. And it's as simple as that. But corruption is one of the hardest things that you can, it's one of the hardest things to change. Can't be done overnight. It's going to take, it's took hundreds of years to get here. So it's going to take a lot more to get there, if you know what I mean. But we have to start somewhere. So, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell icon and it all. That will let you know when I'm putting up another video, just like this one. And also, please share the video to your friends and your family and to other social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X and Twitch. And also use the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Catch you all later.